2:05, we're opening the Open Space Committee meeting, and we are being videoed. Has everybody reviewed the minutes from the January 10th meeting? All in favor?
I will recuse myself because I wasn't at the meeting.
Okay. Entertain a motion to accept them? All in favor?
Aye.
Okay. All right, and now right on to Andy for the maps, or whatever you, however you want to
Sure.
direct it, it doesn't matter.
So you've seen the plan at this point and sent me your edits. I had some questions about some of them. Some are pretty straightforward. I got all yours all done. I didn't print off, I'm trying to save some trees. I didn't print off a whole new copy, but I'll print some off once we've got that final plan together. But I did want to go through some of the notes just to make sure I'm clear on what we want changed, especially for the maps, because I'll be sort of translating that to Matt for his changes. So I figured for this meeting, we just go through some of those notes so that I can make sure I have those right, and then I'll make the plan changes. The map changes, as we know, take a little bit longer, so I think I'll get those to Matt, once I'm sure on them. And then we can wait for the changes to submit the plan, but I would recommend not waiting for the map changes because we'll have an opportunity to update the plan once the state reviews it. That way we kind of get it in her queue because only one woman looks at the plans. So faster we can get it in, the better. Does that sound good to everyone? Okay. All right, so I figured I'll just go through each. Some of them, there was same comments, so you can just ignore those. Well, we'll start off with Lisa's. I just want to make sure that I'm clear on everything. For Matt, I don't know. Oops. Okay, so all maps. So these roads get rid of, and this road here, get rid of these for all maps?
So I asked an expert because she works at the park. There's no Wallace Road down in the park. So I said, yes, remove that on all maps.
Okay.
Down by the pond, by the Wall Lake.
It stops at the road, yeah.
Yeah, there's no other. And then in the north, up there, those are not through, those. So one is an entrance to the campground, which is gated,
Okay.
and then it does not go through up Ledgestone. It's not a public way.
Okay.
Plus, is there a Nancy Drive near you?
Yes.
There is. It should be between Maryland and the other one.
Did you understand? My other things were the zoning.
Yes, so we had talked about it briefly last time, but
Okay.
because you were in the other room.
I thought it was Paper Street.
But other people had sent comments.
Okay.
So again,
Just a long driveway.
sorry. So this little gray area, I'm not sure why, but that is what's on your zoning map.
Right.
So we are happy to change it. I just figured we should probably get the zoning board of appeals okay to change, because this is like the zoning map.
And I thought about that some more, and I understand that, and I thought that, and maybe we should ask the assessors even,
Yeah.
but I thought that there was an agreement that if it was Commonwealth property, it would not be overlaid,
Okay.
because it doesn't, if you look at that, it doesn't make sense.
Oh yeah, it doesn't make any sense, but that's just like what keeps popping up when we.
Right, I understand that.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I could ask the assessor's office if you want.
Yeah, because we're totally fine. It like color doesn't matter to me. I'm fine to change it just because this is like specifically showing what like the zoning is supposed to be in the town. I just don't want to change it without getting a.
Town bought all that land when we were gonna have a dump there. I mean, the state, yeah.
Well,
Okay.
and more.
Yeah, a lot more.
So,
Okay.
and that was the also.
So maybe that's how it was like originally zoned
Yes.
when it was bought, but now that's just all state
Added.
forest. Nothing's gonna change about it.
Well, 2/3 at this point, and
Mhm.
and so if somebody from outside of town looks at that and says, oh, this is,
Oh,
no.
industrial, yeah.
It's not
Right.
even privately owned. It's Commonwealth property.
Okay.
So the same for going right at 16, having that red
Yep.
zone on the north side, that's Commonwealth property. On the south side, there is a small parcel that is
It's right here.
actually, the town owns it, yeah.
Okay.
So,
Okay.
so that zoning would still apply in a lot of respects, but I just think it's very confusing if you look at that.
Yeah, for sure.
It
So-
almost seems to me like there was one of them that had it correct, like, no.
But they were all
State.
right except for the
Yeah.
zoning one. I was like, what?
Well, yeah, I mean, they
I mean,
should all
they
be
should.
right, except, like, this one is just showing what the different zoning districts are. The other one should be right in showing, like, the open space areas.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, so if you can just,
But it's
because, you know, I don't want to get this group in trouble changing a zoning map if it's, for some reason, shouldn't be changed. So if, as long as we can get the thumbs up to do that, we can change this color and then get rid of this red box on the top here.
Yes.
And then that should satisfy at least that part of the map.
Yeah, so if we, I'll ask him, we can change the color of the Commonwealth owned, and the top part can stay.
Is that your cell phone?
Someone's drilling.
Matt?
It's drilling from the other room.
Oh.
It's like putting in.
Map 8 does show correct state land.
Right, but that doesn't show, to Danny's point, this is just the, see this
Right, I know,
zoning
zoning,
map.
yeah.
Yeah.
So I don't understand why they have the information for it, for open space under state, owned by state, on the 61A properties and all those properties, but they don't have it on that.
Right.
Would this open space would have been from Mass Mapper? Probably. More up to date as opposed to the town one?
Well, so they're different things that we're, so one, we're looking at the zoning district. That, the open space map is who owns it and is it protected for open space and recreation resources. So they're sort of showing different layers. So in the zoning layer, part of that is for some reason zoned as industrial. So it is probably got updated somewhere, but not in whatever system is holding that GIS data.
I'll try to find out.
Okay, yeah, because like I said, we are totally fine to change that. I just don't want to.
Step out of your words, yeah.
Exactly. Okay, so then the other one. It's the mid-state.
Well, there was a road in this zoning one that I didn't think existed. See where Nancy is? You live there, right?
Yeah.
Is there Nancy?
Well, there's a driveway up there that has three houses on it. I don't know if they
Interesting.
ever
So there might not be a
named
street sign, but there's,
it,
but you
Fairbanks
can't have a
Court
common
is the next
driveway in
actual
this town, so.
street. But this is like a driveway, they're like right behind us.
Uh-huh.
'Cause you
So it
can
might
see the
be
houses
Nancy.
from,
It was a shared.
I don't know, yeah, it's, I don't even know if it's, it might all be the same family, I'm not sure.
It's Nancy
Because they-
Drive?
Mhm.
But I didn't ever see a name at the end of it, it's just a driveway.
Right.
That's right. Yeah. Well, it could be, they named it.
Nancy lives there.
We call it the compound because they keep adding buildings to it.
Yeah.
This comes up as Nancy Drive, but.
It could be a paper street, that's what I was thinking it was, but then if there's someone that's living down it, then maybe you should just
There's
keep
like
it on
three
there.
houses, I
So,
believe.
yeah, forget my comment on Nancy.
And then your second one, or second map with comments, was the trail map. So we're gonna put the mid-state trail in a different color. Do we wanna put the SNET in a different color as well, or just the mid-state?
They're both long distance trails.
Yeah, so I think the same color would be fine. It's-
Okay.
It's just that the SNET is really clear and the mid-state.
It gets sort of
starts and
jumbled.
then-
It's such a wide thing.
Okay.
yeah.
Well, it gets lost
Goes
and
all over
then,
the place.
yeah, everything
Okay.
gets lost. What I remember too though is, I don't think it's clear that Ridge Trail is on there, is it?
On the map?
But that's
I don't know
on,
if she's-
They
I can't-
had it as
she's
a-
got my
they had it as a road.
copy.
They did have it as a road,
I thought so.
but I thought it just, sorry, can I see
It
that?
is.
right?
Yeah,
Along-
it is. Northwest Main Street.
Yeah, it is a tiny road, I guess. but-
Well, Northwest Main Street
Till you
is
hit
the
the gate.
mid-state trail for, until it goes into Sutton. And
Oh,
then
it's-
it's weird that it goes
Yeah,
off
it's
to
on
the
here,
right.
it's just not named. And then you can find your way, but, oh, see, that's what threw me is, on this one, Ridge Trail starts here.
Okay.
Okay, and this is, yes, actually a road, and then here is a gate, and then
Yeah.
it goes all the way around out to here.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
But it's
So,
not-
and then
that's
how
not
is
a-
it shown
So is that
on
even
the?
on the map?
So on the trail map, I could argue that,
Such a small
So-
map for,
Yeah.
yeah, it
Pointing
starts
things.
here,
Okay.
and then goes up and like blah, blah, blah around, and comes out like here.
Okay. And so, which part of that did we want to change?
Well, I don't really, I'm not so concerned about Ridge Trail,
Okay.
except that it's unclear on this map. I mean, this is, what was this was zoning again.
Mm-hmm.
It does start here as a trail, but then it continues on as the second thing, what is it? No, it's not even local road, it's trail. Right? Oops, sorry.
Wait, is that first section a road?
This is Ridge Trail.
There are houses on it.
Yeah,
Ridge
that's-
Trail Road, and then
that's
it goes
correct.
out
And then it
to-
stops.
But then on this one, you can't understand that Ridge Trail,
It looks like all one thing, makes it a
Yeah.
trail.
where it
Actually-
basically starts here and then goes up and around and comes
Yeah, so-
out here.
Or a trail with the
Okay.
road up to.
Yeah, this is.
well, and actually Ridge Trail goes up the hill from there. At the gate, Ridge Trail veers off of the Mid-State Trail veers
Mid-State,
off
yeah,
of
yeah.
Ridge Trail.
Right.
So it doesn't really even follow the dirt road. That's
Right,
right.
yeah, that's road, and then the rest of it's trail.
Okay. So you don't want the road part highlighted as a trail?
Yeah, I've ridden down it 1,000
So,
times.
yeah.
I don't,
It's a road trail.
Well, I get, and we had a question on a different set of maps, so here,
it's all dirt. It's basically a fire road.
Yeah. Just like little cottages.
Yeah.
Well, once it ends at that state gate, then it goes up the hill and follows the ridge and comes out on Wallace.
Right.
Mid-state, yeah.
Oh, that one.
But
yeah.
Mid-State goes,
I'm gonna jump to Becky, your map on the trails, because you had, what's this, Southwest Main Street is not a trail. Is it part of any trail system, like that you walk along? No, okay, so we'll take that one off. And then you wanna take off the little road part of the Ridge Trail, or just leave that as is?
no, that's correct.
Okay,
It's just, I'm just saying, if you go to the trail map,
yeah,
it then continues on as a trail and out to Wallace Street. But it's, the main ones we want to change color-wise, I think, are the SNET and Mid-State, just to make it
okay, gotcha. Make it more
clear
clear.
that Mid-State bisects and
Okay.
SNET goes to,
Alright, so that takes care of that. This one, so we'll get rid of this Southwest Main Street.
17 months, I'm still on the trail.
You want to go back to being a trail? Get rid of the houses on South?
And then let's see here. You
And the
had,
stuff that I had to add, it was easy if I just printed that out. and
yeah, no,
Highlighted what was
Um,
on there.
so it's possible if we don't have it, like we have this one, so I don't know why he didn't put the school one on there. It's possible if we don't have it in our system, then we don't have that GIS data, so we'd have to walk it. So I might need a minute on that one to figure out how we can get those ones on there quickly.
Did I download, if I download that from Trailforks, you can download the trail sections,
The shape
UPX
files?
or KML
Okay.
or whatever you need.
Okay.
Files on that.
This was on All Trails?
What is it? All Trails or Trailforks?
Trailworks.
I use both of them, so I don't know which one I went on to. I might have gone on to All Trails to
Can't
get
tell,
that.
because it just starts at the
Yeah.
slash trails.
All trails, I would think.
Okay, and so then it's all these yellow highlighted ones that we'll need on there?
Yes,
Okay.
they're not on your map.
Okay. Okay, so I'll see if we can download that, and put that in there, because I just think we don't have that line data. And then this one, I don't know why he didn't put on, but we'll put that one on. Okay.
If you can't, have him get back to me on that, because,
Okay.
because I've got accounts for both of those. And
Okay.
you'd have to send that back to me, so I would know which ones they are, just PDF it. And I can download those segments into whatever format he wants,
Okay.
that he can add to it.
Do you want to, I'm gonna give these back to you, if you download them, because you know which ones they are,
Yep.
and then just send the shape files to me, I'll ask him what format they need to be in and then reach out to you. That way, because you already know which ones are missing,
Yep.
instead of
Yeah, that's a good idea.
trying to
Passing it back and
follow
forth.
the breadcrumbs, yeah.
My homework.
Okay, and so then that takes care of that, and your comments were straightforward. These little blurbs here, so you want me to replace those sentences with this, right? With the blurbs you've written?
Yes, and
Okay.
at the very top where,
Yep.
on those pages, I highlighted either commas were missing or double words or something or other
Yep.
like that.
Okay, and then these, just throw those in there. Okay, perfect. Okay, go to your maps next. Okay, yeah, same thing with the industrial, we're gonna figure that out. This part is a road, so we'll leave that,
yeah.
okay? Wallem we're gonna take out on all the maps. State Forest goes to Webster. Okay, so that's just, is that the same
Yeah,
as, okay. All right, so that one we'll be working on. This.
Yeah, they extended Northwest Maine as a trail.
That is that is the Midstate.
This
It
too?
goes- No, Midstate goes out onto Northwest Maine.
Okay,
You decide.
so it's a road, but it's like part of the trail, okay,
Okay.
okay. And then this one is not though, Southwest Main Street.
Correct.
Okay, right, so we'll get rid of that. Takes care of that one. This one too.
And a lot of them had the same thing, so
Yeah.
I noticed, so I didn't keep repeating it.
Okay, so I think that covers that. Yep, okay, so we'll leave these two at the top. Okay. All right, last one. So. Okay, we'll start. Okay, good, we got the location. Okay. Let's get this out first. Okay. So, this we're figuring out. These roads here, so we'll get rid of these ones.
Yeah.
Okay. Laurel Glades.
They don't connect, right, down there on the other side.
It's not a through street.
Okay, so get rid of this one.
Just what's in the middle between the two connecting ones, I think. It's just what you
So
want
get
to
rid of this part here. These don't connect. Okay. Get rid of. This we're getting rid of. We're leaving Nancy Drive?
Yep.
Okay. Leave that one. And then these sort of kind of far from you. These pink ones here, we get rid of all these here. These sort of little offshoots that
Yeah.
don't say anything. Okay. So
It's Webster. I wrote it.
get rid of. Okay, perfect. Back to this one. Okay, and so we want
Well, one more thing I had a question about
Oh, yep.
on the business, on the,
zoning.
why is all of the old Schuster Mansion zoned village business?
Because I left that because a couple years ago,
It's
there
all
was some.
broken up into pieces.
No, there was some idea that that could be used as a hotel, motel. And if it, yeah, no, even more than a B&B, and if it wasn't zoned properly, it could not be taxed for hospitality. And so that's why they changed it.
Okay.
That's
Just,
my
I just
guess.
thought that was weird that
Yeah.
that was
Okay.
that, so, now I know.
No, that's my
No,
guess.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And why is Compass Point condo development zoned industrial?
Where's that one?
Where's the Schuster Mansion?
Waterfalls? That is on North Street, on the west side, right up on the Sutton line, northeast corner of town.
Right up here?
Yeah,
Okay.
well, no, do you see North
So
Street?
maybe it's over here?
Yeah, North
Yeah,
Street right
that's-
here.
That right there. Yeah,
So
so,
up here?
see that little loop in there on, between Brown Road and North?
Yep, this loop here with the.
That's a condo development,
Okay.
Yeah,
so I don't know
brand new
why
one.
it's zoned industrial.
Because I don't think your industrial zone prohibits residential,
Oh, okay.
but it doesn't,
Right, right.
I mean, if you want to, I guess.
Yeah, no, that's fine, it's just seemed weird.
It is weird.
Do you guys know where the proposed water tank is going on the left? Okay.
Okay.
I got a letter the other day, planning a water tank up there.
Didn't they give you a map?
We need some more.
There's a meeting sometime.
Well, before you leave, go over and ask Matt Benoit.
He said he wanted to come to this meeting.
You had a question about the soils? Why are most somewhat excessively drained?
Yeah.
Consider the majority of prime farmland. I'm not sure.
Yeah. That's
I'm
fine.
not a soils expert,
Yeah.
so I'm not sure why it was,
I can see where the places that are farms
Yeah.
are prime farmlands on
Mhm.
this map,
yeah.
or were farms.
Mhm.
I was just
Um,
curious.
Yeah, but I don't know, sort of beyond
Carried
that.
away.
No, I know one excessively drained is because it's basically a gorge,
Yeah,
so
right,
runs through ledge or whatever.
yeah.
I think that's why.
Okay, and
Tree
then
in my ear.
on map 5, you highlighted some of these different water bodies.
Yeah, I think we should
Change
figure out
their
the
names?
right name for what we want
Okay.
Bad Luck Pond to be called, or
Okay.
Meeks Pond
Yep.
is Meeks, not Weeks. And that's the
Okay.
one.
Yep.
Good catch.
And Gilboa is also named Knapp Pond on
Okay.
old maps, but everyone knows it as Gilboa, or now it'll
Okay.
be Amazon. Cube Pond.
Okay, so I guess, what do you want to call the ponds?
I would say
Um,
Bad Luck Pond should be Bad Luck Pond.
Okay,
Do we have a vote on that?
That's all I've ever known it
that
as.
one.
That's all I've ever known it as.
Yeah.
I'm looking at Crystal. Where'd
Actually,
that
that,
come
And
from?
Laurel
that little
on
book of
another?
the town thing, they talk about Bad Luck Pond, saying that, oh, no matter how many times I try to say, change it to Crystal Lake, it's
No,
always
Bad
gonna be
Luck.
known as Bad Luck Pond.
Okay.
Like on the Thompson Road,
So-
but, yeah.
And then, Gilboa. Do you want to
That's-
call that
I don't know.
Gilboa or Knapp Pond?
It's been a long time since the Naps have been gone. It's the
It's
DAR
Gil-
chapter is named after them.
This Gilboa on Habitat
Yeah.
Features.
So
Okay,
Gilboa
so
is
stick with
probably
Gilboa.
stick with
Okay.
that, but I just
Well,
wanted
we'll
to point out
change
there was
that
another
and
one.
that.
And I don't see where there is, Martin Road Pond is unnamed elsewhere on Martin Road. I don't know. If it's close enough to Martin Road, then,
The Martin Street Pond?
on Martin Road. No, Martin Road. Yeah. Is it Martin Street?
The only other place I could think of looking is topo map.
I did.
You did?
Yeah. Yeah, and I couldn't find a name for that pond. I couldn't
Okay.
even, I don't know that I even found the pond, to tell you the truth.
Okay.
That's the one that's that's a
Oh,
man-made
yeah,
one,
yeah,
right?
Yeah.
So maybe-
Between the two, it's more between Depot and
Yeah.
Martin. Well, I guess I'm.
Yeah,
Yeah,
there was a
Martin
little,
Road isn't labeled here, so it's not a conflict.
there was a little shop there, right?
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Blacksmith. And Weeks, do you see Weeks?
Yep.
Pond is Weeks. That should be that one, it's labeled on, what map is this? Map 5, it's not labeled.
And then, yeah, I'll check the numbers again.
Yeah, they're weird. I didn't see a number 1. Would be under number 33 or something.
Yeah, I think it might be later in there somewhere. So yeah, we'll check that one again too. Okay, so that takes care of that. 8.
I guess it's probably northwest. So the undeveloped land of the Sutton land, northwest Maine is developed. Oh, yeah, it's just that there's one house there now that just built it.
Oh, okay. And they just built it?
Yeah,
Okay.
it's on my way to market. And undeveloped land, oh, the Dyer property is developed as a solar lot. So that's south of Birch Hill Road. Off Long Lake Road.
Way down on the south border.
44 acres of solar.
So this right here, this,
Yeah, right next to the lake, kind of.
Yeah.
this purple here, it has been, that's the solar,
Not the whole thing, but, yeah.
not the whole thing.
Yeah, okay, so, trash dump. And then,
This will be good for 6 months.
So this area right here, is this, this is developed now?
Gone.
where is that?
The northwest, is that
Oh,
northwest
no,
Maine?
that's not, I'm sorry, I was on the wrong. Wait.
Northeast
South of
Maine.
Sutton.
Northeast Maine, yes.
Is that the one that's developed?
Northeast Maine.
That's the school, right, sorry. No, this piece.
Birch. Okay.
That, this right up here?
That's-
Yes.
Hasn't been yet.
But
that's
not,
the
so
one
not
off
this whole
Duval
stretch,
Road.
just this up
That will
here?
be-
Well, I believe,
But
so they're trying to put a,
here's
A
if someone's
bridge
looking at
across
this
this.
as a developer,
Across
then
here.
they'll find out.
and this is all a gravel pit.
Lead them
Okay.
astray.
So,
Finish it.
It's really, there's nothing. I think we should just
Leave that.
remove it.
Remove this whole thing?
yeah.
Okay.
Okay, what about the one off, yeah,
And then-
East Main, the whole, yeah, okay.
Northeast Maine. Some line between Longford and Birch. Where's Birch Street? Birch. Okay, we got that one.
Which one were you talking, Sue?
Duval Road. It's not, they haven't started it yet, but that was the one we wanted to have a voice about having trails on it. Duval is in.
So I think it's mostly this one.
And, okay, so that's gonna be developed as something? Okay.
Already underway.
Yeah. Have they? I went by Duval the other day and there was nothing.
I said plans are underway.
Yeah, yeah.
Not-
And cover.
West.
Yeah, it's just off that little development. Which one? Fairfax and all these little streets off Birch.
Oh, yeah, but that's that same piece.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And where's that first one again? The Sutton Line and Northwest
Oh,
Maine?
it's just that,
No, it's not Northwest.
right, well, the first one, like, it's the last house on the left before you
Okay.
hit Sutton that they've developed that lot.
Okay, okay, so like
It's
this,
just a tiny little patch
this
of
little
purple.
patch up
Yeah,
here?
just on the west side of the road.
On the west side, okay.
So I got this one too, right, where the whole,
Mhm.
Yeah.
I think I got the right spot, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
That thing's gonna glow at night.
Let's see here. Clarifying name of recreation areas. Pine Needle Park and
Should
VFW.
we designate which one we want them to be called, or Pine Needle Park is the soccer field.
Nobody, I don't know, nobody
Right.
calls it that, so.
Okay.
So they call it the VFW
Right.
soccer field. And the other one is
Veterans and
it's
Soldiers
Soldiers
Field.
Field, I think should be Soldiers Field, and the VFW
Okay.
would be two different veteran things, but, you don't mix up.
I think
the
that's fine.
meetings and-
Soldiers plural, not apostrophe S.
Okay.
It
Yep.
doesn't belong, it's multiple soldiers.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right, and then the trail, the conservation trail we walked up the hill, that's not designated as conservation on there.
Okay.
On Mary Lynn Doobie, on Manchog Road,
Okay.
backs up to the river. You want me to show you?
And shot. Yeah, we can just circle that.
And we went up, and, there's Mumford to the right here, yeah, so this is,
So is it that dark?
like, yeah, it could be the town, yeah, I guess.
So that must
Yep.
be it, it just must,
It's not
okay.
conservation, it's town-owned, yeah, okay, so at least they showed it where it was.
Should be.
The Manchog Road Conservation
Municipal
Area.
conservation. And are we calling it Manchog Road or Maryland Doobie Conservation?
It's dedicated to Marilyn Doobie.
Okay, so Mary.
So that one?
Okay.
Chapter land updates.
Well, we've done a lot of review of house lots being built on Orange Street,
Yes.
so it's not up to date on that.
Yeah, I think because they always change. So
Yeah, you can't keep.
yeah, so I don't know how much effort you want to
Yep.
put into it now, but if there's like obvious things that have changed, then we can change those. But that is something that's probably gonna just sort of always be out of date. And then estate land, railroad bed.
Yeah, that's the whole SNET, no one,
Okay.
it estate land.
And then Okay, so you highlighted, so you want that highlighted as,
Green state.
green statement, okay.
Which actually Mass GIS is working on, included,
They could be.
I followed them up on that,
Yeah.
so.
Did you?
Geez, it's showing up green, but oh, and it's not showing up in Uxbridge, but how come it's not showing up if it's just regular? So, whatever they need to do in their system.
Almost done here.
I think it would be nice to have a different shade, kind of.
Different shade of-
The wetlands or the bio or habitat.
Okay, yep.
Oh, and is that reflective of 3? Biomap 3?
I don't, I'll have to double check. The stuff in the plan is biomap 2, just because when we updated that section, biomap 3 wasn't available yet. I think it's gonna be the same for this one, so we'll, change the color and then make sure that it's still the right, core habitats. Okay, there's that. And then trail.
Is that same area when Doobie Place isn't?
Yep. Okay. So make sure that gets on there. It's somewhere over here. Okay, and then those lines. So same thing, if we can get the shape files, we'll add these two. And then we'll get rid of that Southwest Main Street. Okay, and then, you know, again, all the other changes we talked about. Okay. All right, I think that takes care of the maps. Like I said, the edits to the actual document seemed pretty straightforward to me. If I do have any questions that come up with those, I'll reach out, but like I said, most of the ones you had, I just was accepting the changes that you had made, and then we'll put the rest in there. So I'm planning on, again, the maps are gonna take, sort of out of my hands, how long that one takes, but I'll get these edits to Matt, from CMRPC, and, you know, hopefully he'll start working on those sooner rather than later. I'll get the edits for the actual plan itself in there. I sent a copy to Matt, your Matt, not my Matt. So I don't know if he'll have any edits, but if he does, we'll make sure those get in there as well. And then, so I think by next Monday, I can get you all a PDF copy with the updates or edits that you had sent me, and then all the figures and the maps that I didn't put in just to sort of save ink and paper. And then if you want to give it sort of once over, if it looks good, then just again, a reminder, we need a letter of support from the planning board. Didn't mean to crack my knuckle. And the Board of Selectmen to have an approved plan. Now, you can wait, you can submit the plan to the state, because again, that review process can take a little while.
With the letters?
You can send it with them or without them. If you send it without them, she's gonna come back with a comment that says you need these letters. So, you know, you're gonna get comments back anyways. They're pretty boilerplate, standard things that we have to fix in all the plans. So I guess, you know, I'll leave it up to you, if we want to wait until you get those letters. Some boards, are fine just sending off a letter. I don't even know if they look at the plan. Some boards will look through it, they'll provide comments, and then they'll give a letter. Some want us to go to their meetings and present on the plan. Any option is fine. So I guess we can sort of see, we can give them the plan and then see if they want us to you know, put more a presentation or something together
Right,
for
we,
them.
you know, we approached them the
Yeah.
last time, and there's been no response, so.
Okay. All right, so then what we'll do is I'll get these changes in, I'll get you the finalized plan, at least based on what our edits are, next week. And then, I don't know if you want to decide that here now, what our next step is gonna be.
The only feedback I'd appreciate going to you before you send it out is from Matt.
Yes,
So if that can happen.
okay,
I think that would be valuable, but otherwise, I think my preference would be to have Danny send it off and then us go after the letters.
okay.
Because there's nothing, I think, super substantive that will change with the comments coming back, but.
Yep. And yeah, so Matt has a copy, so hopefully he'll get me some comments. And when I send the plan off to you guys next week, I can let you know if I've heard from Matt or not, and if I haven't, I'll touch base with him. And then we'll just sort of wait for that to submit the plan.
I think it's funny that the Recreation Commission hasn't seen the plan, or Conservation Commission.
And we can send it, you know, the only required letters of support
Right,
are
for
the
those
planning
two.
board and Board of Selectmen. But you can send it off to anybody.
Want to advertise and start getting comments from people at this point?
Well, I do think, once we've got the plan in a shape that we like, so, you know, hopefully that's next week, we should post it on the town's website and have a public comment period. I don't think you need to wait for that comment period to be over before you send it to the state, and I'd recommend not, again, just knowing how long the review process can take. But I think that would be a good idea, is to, once we have that, get that on there, and then, yeah, if you want to send it off to the Conservation Commission, you know, Council on Aging, anybody, you know, any boards in town, even if they're not part of the.
Well, we did leave the questionnaire paper copies at the
Right.
senior center, and not one person, she's like, they
Yeah.
come in here for, you know, food
Yeah.
and entertainment, they're not gonna fill anything out.
Yeah.
So to send something there, you know, they're not gonna read the open space plan.
Yeah. So, but you know, the land trust, you know, the trail riders, like anybody can provide comments on it. Just the only ones that are required are planning board, board of selectmen, and then CMRPC, which is redundant, but we do it.
All right, so, yep, we'll do the
Okay.
letters.
Okay.
You do have samples?
Yeah, I can provide samples.
Yeah, and I have nothing from Ken Frazier on the ADA.
Okay. Maybe I'll send Matt the copies of the ADA stuff too. Just,
I mean, I've
See where it
I've
goes.
talked to him, and,
Okay.
you know, he's come forward and chatted
Okay.
with me for a few minutes about it. So
okay.
he knows about it.
Okay, and again, you know, it's, we'll just get a comment back from the state saying that we need those documents. We get that comment all the time, so it's not a huge deal.
And I have this person that constantly hounds me about a town beach. We never mentioned a beach anywhere, but that's all right.
We can add it, in like the action plan, or?
Always in search of a place for a town beach. The local waters are pretty swallowed up by private ownership, so, yeah. That's,
Yeah, right,
yeah, it's like beating your head against a wall.
right.
No, but to acknowledge that it sort of works in
Like it.
reverse, that we're water rich and we don't have a public beach.
Yeah.
I think it's worth it, so I think we should add it.
Okay.
Find a place to slip in the town beach. And a piece of property to put it on.
I know I didn't look, but when I sent my comments, I couldn't remember. In our action plan, did we specifically say buy more land or any way we can acquire more open space? So I gotta go back.
Assertive about that. yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I gotta go back
I
and look
think
at that
that's where some of
again.
the stuff that I put in there to be more broad covering, to purchase property for those purposes.
Yeah,
Because there was a lot of specific things, I'm like, no, I want it,
yeah.
something in there to cover it broad, but double check it.
Okay.
Yeah, I definitely need to do that, so.
Yeah, again, you know, if you want to take another look at the plan and I'll send off, I probably have your paper copies. I'll send off the electronic copy again. Hopefully you can open it. And then if you've got extra stuff, if you could just try to get it to me by this Friday, so I could try to, you know, jam it in there for Monday. If not, you know, we've got plenty of time to update it. At least even after we submit it to the state, we'll have at least a month or so, my guess, before we get comments back from you.
Okay,
Cool.
thank you.
Good? Any other
You
questions?
gotta work a week ahead.
Yes, that's all right. So I think, you know, I don't know, I'm sure you'll keep meeting, but I don't know that there's anything for the open space plan for next month, depending on if we get the plan in.
You'll be in touch and let us.
Okay.
know. So you're gonna just send it in? when you get-
Well,
Send us PDF.
I'll send you the PDF,
we
and then I think
hopefully-
if you all sort of individually email me, I don't think you can
Yeah,
send the email to everybody, because that would, I think,
Yeah.
violate open meeting law. But if you individually email me that you're good with the plan, then I can communicate that back. We'll see if we get anything from Matt, and then if not, we'll just get it out there, so that it's at least in her.
works, yeah.
Yeah. Yep.
But give us a deadline, please.
Okay, yeah, so, for sure.
I need this back in a week, because otherwise.
Yeah. Yeah, so
It's like-
additional comments, get those to me by this Friday.
Your goat eats it.
I'll get you,
My goat ate that.
I'll get you the plan for next Monday, and then that Friday, I don't remember what that date is, you know, let me know if you're good, and then we'll be all set to submit that either that Friday or the following Monday.
Excellent.
Cool. All right.
You are released. You may
Thank you,
go.
Danny.
Yeah, thank you.
Alright, so no next meeting, huh?
Yeah.
Maybe we should wait to get everything back and then arrange the next meeting on email or something?
Yeah, but we got other things.
Yeah. Yeah. I haven't heard anything about the chapter 61 on Walnut Street from the Board of Selectmen. That we said we don't think it's a good idea, it's a perfect place for conservation.
Well, what I'd like to do for next month is try to
Take
set
care,
up.
everyone.
Bye. Be
See
safe.
ya.
And set up a time, preferably, I think, in the evening that, I mentioned it before, we could have a Zoom presentation with Metacomet and Audubon for landowners, so that we can host a program type of thing. So, I don't know, looking at the calendar, if there's any specific preference of day or day of the week or whatever. And I need a couple days because I need to coordinate with Nick. But that way we could offer something that we could sort of publicize a bit and everything. Maybe later in the month. Maybe like the 22nd or the 23rd, it's a Wednesday or a Thursday. And see if there's a room available, do like a 7 PM meeting.
Yeah, that's, I'm pretty sure.
I have to see if Nick's available, but. Would that be okay for the next meeting? So we could have a bit of a meeting and then the presentation. And it would be virtual, so we'd set it up like the,
Like the presentation
Yeah.
with Danny.
yeah. Okay.
And who's the guy who comes in?
It's Nick Rossi, who's with Audubon.
Either
Oh,
22nd or
SSI.
23rd. Just gotta check with Nick to see if he's available. I don't assume he's the one doing the presentation.
Yeah. Nick Rossi of Audubon.
And I'll check my calendar. Sure, I'm free. All right, nothing, like I said, on Chapter 61 Walnut Street. So, we'll wait to hear from them.
What was it?
It was,
No, but what,
when did we send the letter in?
I'm just thinking, what was the date on their submission, because they only have so long.
December 26th, we sent, December 28th, we sent them that. December 12th is the updated one. Right, the first one was wrong.
So it can't start until then. Okay.
You know, they probably will tell us that, you know, we're just an advisory committee and we're gonna let it go.
What, it's 90 or 120? Does anybody remember?
I think.
I was looking at, all right.
And I'm wondering if this is the second one I got or not.
So that would be approximately March 12th? Who's in charge? Who's in charge?
Amazing with the clarification.
Yeah, it's not in there. So it doesn't say anything about how this is, you know, an updated of one, so it must have come after that.
Yeah, that's the updated one because this is 2.07
Okay,
acres as
okay.
opposed to the
Yeah,
the
okay.
full lot, so that's the correct
December
date.
12th, so 2020 or 90.
So is it 90 days?
I think so. But I have to double check.
All right, any new business?
I don't believe so. I don't have that.
Annual report review.
Oh, yeah.
It's been submitted. Yeah.
Oh, I thought we had to vote on it.
No, I don't think so. I mean, I never did before. I always just sent them in
That's
every
true.
year.
Yep.
So
Yep.
Matt wrote one up for me last year, and I said, I already sent it in. And so he wrote one up again this year, and I'm like, well, you have a few things wrong. I updated
No,
it,
you
and
did a
then
good
he
job.
sent it in.
Cool.
So there's it, part of his job, and that's fine with me. So, okay, I entertain the motion to adjourn.
So moved?
All in favor?
Oh, you guys.
Oh,
Who
No,
seconded?
sorry.
Yeah.
second. Yeah.
Third.